Hey, come on, enough already. What the heck do you think you're doing? Are you kidding me?
What, honey? What's wrong? Aren't you at work?
I'm too pissed off to focus on work. Why is the electricity bill for last month so high?
Is that why you're messaging me? I mean, I don't think it's that expensive.
Oh, it's not? Tell me, why do you think so? You're spending my hard-earned money like water. Thanks to you, I can't even go out for a drink. What are you going to do about it?
Well, during winter, we have to use the heater, right?
Don't you dare use the heater during the day. The sun is out, isn't it? If you feel cold, go sunbathe.
I can handle the cold, but Mila is only 2 years old. She'll catch a cold.
Don't worry, she's my child. She's tough. I bought an electric blanket to keep you guys warm, didn't I?
Yeah, we're using it.
Then why did the electricity bill cost $160 last month?
Isn't it because you turn on the heater high before you leave and after you come back?
You're blaming me now, huh?
No, but that's the only reason I can think of. Like I said before, we use the electric blanket during the daytime to save electricity as much as possible. I'm not even running the heater all the time, so I don't think the bill would be that high.
I see. Just making excuses, huh? I'm not the only one using the heater, right?
True, it snowed last month, so I turned it on for a few hours to make sure Mila doesn't get sick.
I knew it. You were using it after all. It sucks. You are sucking all my money out. What's going to happen to my career if I can't go out drinking with my boss? Who do you think is taking care of you guys?
Okay, I'll try to be more frugal.
Of course. Just do it without being told. Listen carefully. An electric blanket is the most cost-effective heating tool.
I've heard that before.
Stop interrupting me when I'm speaking.
Sorry.
Honestly, even an electric blanket is a waste of money. But I gave it to you because I felt sorry for you being cold, so use it gratefully. Our electricity bills should be less than $130 a month. Got it?
Got it. Anyway, don't you have to go back to work?
Don't talk to me like you know what work is. You're just a clueless housewife.
Jeez, okay.
Come on, not again.
What's the matter this time?
You've got to be kidding me. Seriously, do you ever listen to what I say? Are you intentionally trying to drain my money and suck me dry?
Of course not. I'm not using much electricity and I'm even more frugal than before. Is there something else?
Obviously there is. Put your hand on your head and think.
Huh? What could it be? I even washed the dishes with cold water to save on gas, and I'm not really wasting anything.
Don't you have consciousness? Are you stupid? Your phone bill last month exceeded the free call limit.
Oh, that was because there was an emergency message from the church and I had to make a call.
And you spent 10 minutes on the phone? Why didn't you just state the matter and hang up? Isn't that enough? First of all, you have WhatsApp, so why bother using a regular call? Don't tell me you're cheating. You're talking to another guy.
Why do you think so? The person I need to contact wasn't on WhatsApp. Some of them are still on flip phones. I had no choice. I couldn't just hang up in the middle of a call. I'm doing my best to save money. Why should I be accused of cheating?
Now you're getting defensive. How nice. Next time you go over the limit, I'm divorcing you.
Divorce? Over something like this?
Saying things like that shows you don't get it. Either find more ways to save on utilities or divorce. Have an answer by the time I get back. Hey, where are you?
Oh, you're back early.
That's not the answer. Where the heck are you?
I'm at my parents' house. I'll be home soon.
How soon?
About 30 minutes maybe. I'll be on my way soon, so wait for me.
30 minutes? Is that what you say to your husband who came back hungry after a long day of work? You're really cheating on me, aren't you? You're at another guy's house.
Why does it come to that? If you think that I'm suspicious, you could call my parents and confirm. If you're hungry, have some of the stew in the fridge.
You're going to make me eat cold leftovers. I got home from a hard day of work, and what did I find? My wife's cheating, and the house's all dark. That's just unbelievable. I'm getting a divorce. It's the only way.
I told you I'm not cheating on you. You're really persistent. You told me to save on utilities during the day, so I came out to save on electricity.
Save on utilities? If you're using gasoline for that, it's pointless, isn't it? Don't you understand even that much? And the tires will wear out too.
Do you have to go that far? You did tell me to save, right?
Oh right, I forgot to mention. Save on all living expenses. People can survive for a while just by drinking water. Yet you keep spending money on unnecessary things. I won't let you get away with it next time. Understand?
Yeah, I got it.
No unnecessary outing either. Make sure you're at home when I come back. Don't forget, I'm the one providing for you. If you dare to cheat, I'll really divorce you.
I'll keep a record of what you say.
That's a good attitude. You should have been like that from the beginning.
Is there anything else you want to tell me?
I have a lot.
Good. Go ahead and tell me everything. I'll make sure to keep a record.
First, you lack awareness as a wife. You need to remember that I feed you every day.
Okay, and what else?
Keep the house clean, twice a day, in the morning and in the evening. But don't use the vacuum cleaner.
How am I going to clean without it?
It's a wooden floor, so just use a Swiffer. How can you not even figure that out? Use your brain.
I apologize. Swiffer's expensive too, but I can buy those, right?
You're not throwing the sheet away after one use, are you? You're supposed to wash and reuse them. They're good for at least 10 uses. You know what? I just thought of something. You don't even need to buy a Swiffer. Use a rag. Cut up your old clothes to make rags. That way you can save even more.
Got it.
How much have you been wasting?
I promise I won't do it anymore, so relax. I'm sorry for giving you headaches until now. I won't trouble you from now on.
Good. Well said. Given that intention, I'll let it slide and forgive you. By the way, are you almost here? Oh right, you were typing, so you couldn't drive.
Yeah. By the way, about what you mentioned the other day.
About what?
About considering whether to save on utilities or get a divorce.
Oh, that. That was, of course, saving money, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Good.
For that, I'm getting a divorce.
What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. You mean you're terribly sorry. Divorce, then remarry, and change your attitude with a new wife's perspective. Is that it? Wow, that's a good mindset.
No, I'm really getting a divorce. And I absolutely won't remarry you.
Oh, you're funny. You say divorce, but you can't even survive without me, can you? First of all, how are you going to make a living? You really are a shallow woman.
Not really. Things might be better for you without Mila and me. It would save on utilities, reduce irritation, and it'll be a good solution for you too.
What do you mean by a good solution? If you divorce me, I'll get custody of Mila. You're okay with that? I mean, if you're the one raising her, who knows what sort of grown-up she would turn into?
I won't give you custody. I'll make sure to raise her properly.
How would you do that? You're a housewife. Even if you want to work, you're not smart enough to do anything other than a bottom-tier part-time job.
I didn't tell you this, but I'm working now. I get paid every month.
Wait, are you leaving Mila alone to go to work? You're an unfit mother.
No, that's not it. You know my family runs a real estate agency, so I was there today and worked while looking after her.
Working and watching her at the same time? There's no way you could have a job like that. I know you're lying about working. You're a naive housewife, trying to fool me, a professional, and now you've exposed yourself.
Please use your brain.
How dare you use my word against me? Don't you dare make fun of me.
When I met you, I was working as an admin assistant at a company, and I never told you that I have a master's degree in architecture.
OMG, that's news to me.
Yeah, I never brought it up. My dad told me to experience the world before taking over the family business, so I worked as an admin assistant, briefly. It was a good learning experience, but meeting a guy like you turned out to be negative.
Shut up. So how much are you getting paid now?
It's still small, about $40,000 a year. I've been getting a little more work lately, so my dad said he'd give me a raise starting next quarter.
I didn't know about that.
So don't worry about Mila or me. Enjoy your frugal life alone as much as you want. Oops, my mistake. I meant to say enjoy it with your mistress.
Who?
I know you've been cheating on me. You started accusing me of cheating, so I felt something fishy about it and looked into it. Turns out I was right. A private investigator got solid photo proof for me. I also made a record of all the crap you said to me, so I'm gonna hit you up for some payback along with the cheating thing. I got proof of all the stuff you've said before as well.
Wait, honey?
Honey? You haven't even been calling me by my name. We're going to be just acquaintances. Stop calling me honey so casually.
Acquaintances?
Yes, we're getting a divorce. Your stinginess drives me crazy. You preached about saving money, yet you cheated on me with the extra cash we saved. I can't forgive that. Oh yeah, I should terminate the cell phone plan right away as I shouldn't be using it anymore.
Don't jump to conclusions. If you don't have a phone, I won't be able to get in touch with you.
True. At least you won't be irritated by me then. It'll save on phone bills too, so it's a win-win.
I can't do anything on my own. You know that, right? Come on, honey, please. Who's gonna do the cleaning and laundry? Who's going to feed me?
Why don't you hire a housekeeper? Oh, right, you're a penny pincher, so I guess not. From now on, I guess you'll have to do everything yourself. You can live without food as long as you drink water, right? Then you're lucky it's so convenient.
Seriously, I'm really sorry. Please, forgive me, I'm begging you. I don't have money to pay alimony. I won't cheat on you anymore. I was really messed up. I'm begging you, please, forgive me.
I don't want to talk to someone who's messed up like you anymore. Okay, I shouldn't waste the battery, so I'm turning my phone off. Goodbye. I terminated my cell phone contract on the same day. Then I asked my attorney to negotiate the rest. Ethan initially insisted on custody of Mila, but when confronted with evidence of his disrespectful remarks and cheating, I naturally ended up being the one to raise her. I also demanded as much alimony as possible. Despite making me live frugally, his savings were wiped out. He had to sell the house, and he paid a portion of the alimony. The rest, along with child support, was agreed to be paid monthly, but the first payment was delayed. I warned him that if he's late again, he'll have to work part-time at night on top of his daytime job starting next month to pay on time. If he works both day and night, he can't spend much money, which is perfect for the frugal guy, right? As for me, I'm enjoying my job while raising Mila at my dad's company.
Hey, what takes you so long? Where's my dinner?
Sorry, I'll be home late.
How long are you making me wait? Come back and make me dinner now.
I can't. Something urgent came up.
What's wrong?
My dad's not feeling well.
Your mom's there, right?
She's been in a wheelchair ever since the stroke.
I don't give a hoot. Where's that stupid sister of yours?
She's pregnant.
Geez, you've been known as a total scatterbrain since high school. You can't even prepare a meal for your husband. You're useless.
I'm sorry.
What about my dinner? Don't tell me I don't get to eat. I'll make you do extra chores for that.
It's in the fridge. You can heat it up in the microwave.
Are you kidding me? You want me to eat a TV dinner? You got some nerve, huh?
Do it yourself for once.
Do you think you can boss me around? How dare you do this to me?
Please understand that I had no other choice.
If you hadn't married me, you might have been totally helpless by now, maybe even homeless. And after I've been supporting you, this is how you treat me, huh? Seems like you're itching for a taste of your own medicine.
I apologize.
Where are you?
I'm home.
I'll be back late tonight.
Okay. By the way, about dinner last night, it's in the trash.
Of course it is. I'm not a dog. You think I can eat that crap? What's wrong with getting rid of garbage?
Jeez.
I don't want to hear it from someone who's just a wife. and can't even do anything. If it weren't for me, you'd be on the street.
Sorry.
Man, I can't take this anymore. Oh well, guess I'll head out for a drink or something.
You're not coming home tonight?
Where I go is none of your business. Quit nagging all the time. You're useless and yet you want to butt in.
I'm sorry.
Everything I do is right. Everything you do is wrong. Got it? Hey, you. Call me back. You think you can just ignore me? If you kneel before me and say, "I'm sorry, master," I might consider forgiving you. Say it already. Please take care of me again this month. Where the heck did you go? Don't freaking ignore me. Having an affair with another guy? Ugly as you are, don't get carried away. With a brain as limited as yours, you're either stuck with me or becoming a prostitute. Don't mess around with me. No one would pick an ugly one like you. Just stay obedient and do as I say. Don't tell me you have no money to pay your phone bill and it's disconnected. Serves you right. Hey, you moron. Are you living with a stray dog on the street now? It suits you well for someone who can only make dog food. Hilarious. Come on, stop being so stubborn. Are you in the hospital with COVID maybe? Well, disappearing might be the best option for you now. Incompetent women like you are a real pain. Reply already. Man, you're such a nuisance. Hey, ugly. Get back to me right now.
Who's this?
What the heck are you saying to your husband? Finally, has your intelligence dropped below that of a dog? Have you really been sleeping in a doghouse?
What are you talking about? I blocked your number because I didn't want to deal with you, you know? When I unblocked it after a while, I thought you were a stalker.
What the heck? You've got some nerve calling me a stalker.
So what do you want?
It's not about what I want. You're supposed to beg me to take care of you again this month.
What are you talking about? We've separated already. If you keep bothering me like this, I'll report you as a real stalker, you know?
What do you mean?
It seems like you're the one with low intelligence. We're getting a divorce. Haven't you been served yet?
Divorce? Have you finally gone nuts?
Don't you remember? When we got married, you made me sign the pledge. Neither of us would resist a divorce if one seeks out.
You kept it in your desk drawer.
That was for me, so there's no problem, is there?
You signed it yourself. What about your living expenses? With your ability, you can only be a prostitute. Nobody would ever pick such an ugly woman, though.
Well, too bad. I've been a freelance writer online.
You don't even know how to use a computer. What kind of writing is that?
Hate to tell you, but my income is higher than yours.
Whatever. You're lying. There's no way an incompetent like you can make money.
Your paycheck is $2,000 a month, and you were giving me $500 for living expenses. Rent alone is $1,000 a month. How did you think we could survive?
Like I care. Go work a night job or something and earn with your body.
Is your idea of a female profession only night job? You're even dumber than I thought. I've been running a successful side business from home. Your money isn't that significant and I can manage without it. So goodbye to you.
You've got to be kidding me. Then let's settle this in court. I'll fight for the division of property too.
Never mind. Can you still say the same thing after seeing this?
What the heck is this?
It's pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? Proof of your affair. I hired a private investigator.
What the?
If I take this to court, who do you think will win?
You're playing dirty.
Who's talking? If you can't even pay the rent, why not go stay with Mary?
What makes you think that I can't afford the rent?
Oh, really? Word is you lost your job due to the pandemic, right?
How do you...
Information from the PI. And if not Mary, how about Sandy?
Huh?
According to the PI, Sandy's pregnant, right? Is it your child?
What? I know nothing about that.
And they say it's twins.
Oh, Jesus.
Plus, Mary has a husband, right? He's supposedly quite furious and talking about revenge, did you know? You better watch your back.
What? That little... She was married?
I don't want to get involved in any trouble, so goodbye.
Hold on a sec. I have a proposal. How about I become a stay-at-home husband?
I'm not so free as to entertain a homeless person, and you can't do the housework, can you? You don't even know how to use a vacuum, and yet you're talking about being a stay-at-home husband? Your thick-skinned audacity is truly admirable.
I apologize. Forgive me.
No one wants a 3-timing man. I'm off to see my attorney.
I'm heading home now, so don't rush things.
Which home? I already terminated the contract.
Terminated? That can't be possible. It was in my name, wasn't it?
I took care of that paperwork. It was in my dad's name. You have no legal right to anything.
How dare you? Where the heck are you now?
I'm blocking you. Goodbye. My hellish marriage came to an end after 2 years. I used Kurt's affair videos and images to get the amount I wanted for alimony. After that, I succeeded in my career as a writer, easily exceeding a monthly income of $10,000. I'm now married to a successful businessman. Kurt, on the other hand, received a stern warning from his parents. He was having trouble finding a place to live, so he humbly asked them and promised to become a better person and was allowed to stay with them. But his lazy nature remained unchanged, so he was soon fired from the job he had finally found. There are rumors that he misused the company's funds. What a hopeless fool he is.
Irene, are you free this weekend? You must be, right? I can't imagine you having anything to do, right? Hello, Sharon. Rude right from the start today, huh? You're as sarcastic as ever. I'll be visiting you this weekend. What? You mean tomorrow? Isn't that a bit sudden? What do you mean sudden? I'm your sister-in-law. You are Travis's sister. Don't you like seeing family? You're cold. I'll be there around noon. I've already decided it's too late to say no. No, I'm busy tomorrow. You'll be home all day, right? Travis told me. I'm busy anyway. I don't have time tomorrow. What do you mean you're busy? Tell me. The event starts tomorrow. It's the 3rd anniversary of the Tiger Cat project. That's an online game, right? You're busy with a game event? Is that the only thing a stay-at-home nerd can look forward to? You're a deadbeat. Don't be so rebellious. No, it's not that I'm looking forward to it. Yes. Okay. Go play your game. I'll come visit you tomorrow. It's already decided. I'm really confused. You're a parasite. You don't get to decide. At your age, leeching off your parents? A deadbeat. I'm not leeching off anyone. There are so many people like you. You take your privileged circumstances for granted. You don't do anything but you act like a victim, like you're the one who's struggling. Making excuses about being busy with a game event? That kind of excuse won't even work in kindergarten. Seriously. I don't know what you mean. Anyway, I'm going there tomorrow. Okay, I'll make time. And my brother is coming with you, right? I'm going alone. Travis is working on his day off. Why are you coming here alone then? You're really difficult. Travis is going to inherit the family assets. It'll all be mine eventually. I don't care about that. I've already talked about it with my brother. Right? So at any time, I have free access to your condo too. Because your condo was bought by your parents. That means it's my house too. What kind of logic is that? There's no logic to it. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. You really have no taste, do you? What? Do you have some kind of disease that stops your heart if you don't say something rude? I was just being honest. You're ruining the apartment. What do you mean ruining? I've been cleaning and tidying up. Don't you have eyes? The whole place is filled with computers, nerdy video game stuff. It's a total mess in a high-rise apartment in Manhattan. I can't believe it. I'm not bothering anyone. Besides, it's all necessary. Don't you feel bad for your parents? My parents have nothing to do with it. Who do you think you have to thank for living in a high-rise? You don't have appreciation for your parents. You turned the high-rise apartment into a deadbeat pad, and you're playing video games all day long, living off your parents, and you don't care? What is it with you since yesterday? I don't like you. That came out of nowhere. I'm living with my in-laws, and I don't have any room to breathe, and you're living comfortably in a high-rise. Well, that's not my fault, is it? I only left because you wanted your own room, right? I did what you wanted, so how can you say you don't like me? Why is my room your hand-me-down? Because of you, I really had to move in with them. My fault? You and my brother decided to move in together, didn't you? I had no choice but to move in with them. Paying rent would have been such a waste. Then it's good. It's not good at all. Why do we have to live with his parents when you get to live in a high-rise? Why? I only moved out because I couldn't live at my parents' house anymore. That's why I'm saying it's your fault. I wasn't told that there was a high-rise separate from the parents' house. If I had known, I would have chosen the high-rise from the beginning. No, I'm not following you at all. What part of that is my fault? I'm the one who was kicked out by my sister-in-law. You are so stupid, aren't you? To put it simply, so that even a stupid nitwit can understand, it means that you should get out of there, and we'll move into the high-rise. Is that what my brother says? I haven't told Travis yet, but I bet he'll say it's better that way. Oh, that's what's happening. You're going off on rampage on your own. What? Are you kidding? It's true. Travis is strangely nice to you, but I'm his wife. In the end, you do as I say. My brother would never tell me to leave here. I think you'd better give up on this now. We're thinking of having a baby soon. I see. So what? You're not very perceptive. We don't even have a nursery in this house. We'd have plenty of room in that high-rise apartment, wouldn't we? Environment is important for raising kids, you know. Then why don't you buy your own home when you have kids? It's not right to steal your sister-in-law's house when your family grows. Huh? Don't talk to me about robbing people. It's not just about getting our stuff back. Your stuff? This condo doesn't belong to my brother or you. I know it's not in our name now, but Travis will inherit it eventually. Really, this isn't going anywhere. You're the one who isn't going anywhere. You'd better brace yourself. What are you doing? Oh, what are you talking about? I leave the house for a day and my apartment is empty. Only you would do this, right? Oh, I cleaned it for you. Deadbeat's room looks different now that it's clean, doesn't it? What did you do with the stuff in my apartment? I had a buyer take it away. It didn't amount to much, though. Oh, I'll take that money as a fee for the trouble. What do you think you're doing? How did you get into the apartment in the first place? I got a duplicate key from the last time I was there. The spare key was missing, and it was you. You didn't get it. You stole it. That's a crime. It's not a crime because it will eventually be mine. Are you still talking like that? You haven't talked to my brother? That man is too lenient on you. He's always insisting that the condo belongs to Irene. Do you have some kind of a power over Travis? But it doesn't matter how much you threaten him. It won't change the fact that Travis will inherit the property. As Travis's wife, I will protect the property from his greedy, deadbeat sister. Well then, I'll talk to my brother. Oh? Suddenly you've become more sensible. I certainly can't talk to you. Hey, what's going on? What's this all of a sudden? I'm busy. Please make it quick. Travis is talking about divorce. What's going on? Your father-in-law and mother-in-law are really mad too. Yeah, my brother was really pissed, wasn't he? I don't think I've ever seen my brother that mad before. What are you laughing at? What did you say to Travis? Take it back now. You said disrespectful things to me anyway, things that are not true. I told it like it is. It seems like my sister-in-law has really misunderstood things, and it's getting out of hand, LOL. What do you mean by misunderstanding? We were just trying to move into an apartment that will eventually be ours. First of all, that's where you're mistaken. What's the misunderstanding? The high-rise belongs to your father-in-law, right? You're renouncing your inheritance, aren't you? If that's the case, it will be Travis's sooner or later. What belongs to Travis belongs to us. This condo is mine. It's in my name. Huh? You even had the name changed? What lengths will you go to leech off your parents? I bought it. Huh? There's no way you can afford a high rise. You're a deadbeat, but you won't stop lying. I originally bought it as an office for my company. I'd rather use the money for an office than have it taken away for taxes. That's the way it was. What? Your company? Don't tell me it's not some kind of home security office. You have a very vivid imagination. Well, it's my home and office. So you could say I'm a home security guard and my business is a smartphone game development company. You're doing that? That's a lie because you're a deadbeat. I told you the other day, didn't I? I was busy with the Tiger Cat Project event. What? Don't tell me. That game is yours? Yes, my company developed it. So you really own that apartment? That's what my brother said, right? I'm not a deadbeat. I bought the condo myself with the money I earned. You misunderstood everything and have insulted me a lot. My parents are more upset than I am. I'm sorry for not knowing. Sorry? You think that's going to make up for it? What do you mean? Anyway, why don't you and Travis talk about it? I'm looking at divorce. I don't know anything about your family. Get divorced or whatever you want. Travis is your brother, right? Are you saying you're okay with divorce? I think you should divorce for my brother's sake. I consider you my real sister. We're family, aren't we? I don't consider you family. I'm sorry for everything I've done. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. So you think that makes it okay? Selling the stuff in your room, then I'll pay you back the money I sold it for. Is that okay? No, it's not okay, is it? There are some things I can't easily buy back. Like video game goods, right? You can buy them again on eBay or something. You're rich, aren't you? You're the CEO of a popular game development company, right? I can certainly buy my personal stuff again. But I told you, it's the company's office too, right? What? What do you mean? We had equipment that was necessary for our business, and the expensive stuff was leased. What expensive stuff? I got about $1,000 for everything, okay? You probably called a dodgy buyer anyway. Some of the computers alone were over $10,000 each, you know. A computer can't be that expensive. At the most, they should have cost $1,000. You are trying to trick me just because you know a little bit about it. Why would I try to trick you after all this? $1,000 is for home use, right? My main computer cost $25,000. If you take out the household goods, the cost of the equipment alone would easily exceed $100,000. As for the leased equipment, I'm sure you'll have to pay compensation as well. You're not saying you'll file a claim, will you? Of course, we will make a claim as a company. We're having our contracted attorneys prepare it for us. Of course, I will personally bill you for the household goods. There's no way I can pay that! That's not all. What more? What more is there? Thanks to you, our business has been suspended for several days. We'll bill you for those damages as well. What are you talking about after only a few days? Damages are only a few thousand, right? It's a bit harsh to charge that as well. You don't know how much our company makes per month, do you? Our sales are around $500,000 a month. This time, the implementation of a major event was delayed by 3 days. Since we were late, our damages are about $200,000. There's no way I can pay that much! And if you're going to charge me, you're practically charging your brother! He's already going for divorce, isn't he? So it's you who will have to pay. I'm never getting a divorce! Tell that to my brother. So you should convince Travis too. I'm a housewife. If we get divorced, I won't have any money. Then I'll go bankrupt. Then I won't have to pay anything. If you maliciously harm someone, that compensation won't be subject to discharge through personal bankruptcy. Don't use complicated words out of the blue. I have no idea what you mean. It means that my claim for compensation will not disappear even if you file for bankruptcy. I won't forgive you until you pay me back. But I can't pay what I can't pay! Then I don't have a choice. But you know, foreclosure is waiting for you, don't you? Foreclosure? We're a family! You don't have to push me that hard! You were trying to kick me out of my condo and you call us family? You disrespected me like I was a deadbeat, and now it's too late to apologize. It was a misunderstanding. I'm sorry. I apologize, so forgive me. Oh, by the way, the police will be there soon. The police? Hey, wait! What are you talking about? Because it's a crime, isn't it? Stealing a spare key, breaking and entering, and to top it off, you stole everything in the apartment. It's a crime even though you're my relative? Isn't it obvious? I filed a crime report. I didn't know that! You're such a pain in the ass. Then why don't you just explain it to the police by saying, please forgive me because I didn't know? There's no way they're going to listen to you. Oh, then am I going to be arrested? I don't want to go to jail. I can't. Please reflect on what you've done. I just wanted to live in a high-rise and I'm being treated like this. Don't you feel sorry for me? Don't you feel sorry for me, right? I don't. Don't you have a human heart? That's you, isn't it, Miss Smith? Oh no, you're treating me like an outsider, Miss Smith. Call me Sharon like you always have. Help your poor sister-in-law. You'll help me, won't you? I'm a stranger now. As a business owner, it's kind of bad to associate with criminals. That's why I'm blocking you. Our lawyer will be in touch with you soon. You know, I'm an only child and I always wanted a sister. That's why I was so happy to get married and have a sister like you. And to have a sister who is a developer of a very popular game. As a sister, I'm so proud. We are not blood related, but we are sisters after all. We've had our little misunderstandings, but we're sisters and we'll always be. I'm so proud of you. Hey, it's not marked as red. Come on. Did you really block me? Please do something. Sharon was subsequently arrested for theft and trespassing. After the trial, she was given a solid criminal record, although she did not get any jail time. Naturally, she ended up divorcing my brother as well. I sued Sharon both as a company and as an individual. After another trial, Sharon was ordered to pay a total of $250,000. I had a tough time, but I'm the type who doesn't stay down after a fall. I wanted to use the experience of this trial to my advantage. I developed a new smartphone game, Revenge Trial, in which a lawyer is the main character. It was a big hit, and the company's performance improved even further. Chloe, do you have a minute now? I'd like to talk to you about some things. Huh? What do you want? Lately, only luxury brand clothes have been missing from my room and I thought it was a bit strange. So I checked it out. I found out that you've been selling my clothes on an online market site without my permission. What's going on? Hey, what an accusation towards your mother-in-law. Do you have any proof that I did that? Of course I do. I checked the address on the site account I found and it was this house. And when I looked at the items for sale from the account, they were all clothes that were missing from my room. I also saw you taking cardboard boxes to ship them out several times. Why did you do that? What? So you already found out. As expected, even you, an idiot, noticed it, didn't you? No, I noticed that my clothes have clearly decreased. Did you just go ahead and sell my clothes to make some extra money? Yes, but what are you complaining about? I have nothing but complaints. I really can't believe it. If it's your own stuff, it's okay. But stop selling other people's stuff without permission. It's not any different from being a thief. Shut up! It's all your fault that things turned out this way. Huh? What do you mean it's my fault? I don't get it. Because of you, my son Grant recently decreased my allowance. I am unemployed now, and it is a matter of life and death for me to have my son cut my allowance. I was earning my allowance by selling your clothes because you screwed me over. I mean, you got what you deserved. That's absolutely crazy. To begin with, you came to live with us last year out of the blue. We were supposed to take care of you temporarily because you had no income, and yet you don't seem to be looking for a job at all. And to be honest, it's hard to support you when we don't have enough money in the household. That's not true. It is the duty of a son and his wife to support their mother. There is no way that Grant couldn't support me. So the reason we can't afford to make a living is because you, the wife, is wasting money. I only make money by selling the lazy wife's clothes. It's no use trying to get rid of me like that. No, it's true. Even Grant said that our life is really tough while you are around, so we can't increase the allowance any more than it is now. He told me during our discussion that he honestly wants you to leave. Bullshit! That's just you who is talking. There's no way that Grant would say such a thing. It's all true. To be honest, both Grant and I are troubled by your presence. Please, it's time for you to get out of our house or at least get a job and provide for your own living expenses. Huh? Who do you think you are talking to? You are the wife and I am your mother-in-law. Do you understand who is more important? I can't do anything anymore because of your unwanted comments to Grant. So, in the first place, an adult doesn't use an allowance to go play around. We really can't afford to keep paying your living expenses any longer. If you want to play around after retirement, that's fine. But you are still young enough to work. Instead of relying on us, why don't you become independent? I'm not going to be lectured by a freeloader like you. You make fun of people saying they don't have a job, but you're the same. If you're not going to increase my allowance, I'm going to continue to sell your stuff to make money. Hey, Mom. I heard you were selling Faith's stuff to make some extra money. That kind of thing really bothers her. So will you please stop it? Huh? What? Are you taking her side by any chance? I'm your mother. You're just taking orders from that mean wife of yours and bullying me because you have no choice, aren't you? You really want to be nice to me, but you can't do it in front of her, can you? Your mother knows exactly what is going on. What are you talking about, Mother? You just can't go and sell someone's personal belongings, right? And I heard they were quite expensive luxury brand clothes. Faith was quite shocked to have her favorite clothes sold behind her back. That's why I apologized on your behalf. To be honest, she would have wanted you to pay for what you sold, but this time she said she would only confiscate the proceeds. So, could you apologize to Faith and give her the proceeds? There's no way that's gonna happen. Ha! Why should I give the money back to that person? Because it wasn't your money to begin with. She says she'll forgive you with just the proceeds, so you should be grateful. Grant, you don't have to listen to that no-good wife of yours. The clothes she bought in the first place were bought with money you earned. The money I got from selling them is also your money, my son's money, and more importantly, his mother's money. More to the point, it was originally my money as well as your mother. Huh? What do you mean? I don't understand what you're saying. Anyway, I don't have to pay back the money to that no-good wife of yours. You should act on your own, not just obeying her. Grant, you are the head of the family. You have the right to decide everything about the household. That's not right. She's always taking care of me. She's taking care of you? You mean you're the one who takes care of her, right? Anyway, you're living with us, so you're going to have to learn how to behave properly. Otherwise, I'm really going to kick you out. What's wrong with you? Has your wife brainwashed you? Wake up for a minute. I haven't been brainwashed. Don't cause me any more trouble with Faith. We are here now thanks to her hard work. If that no-good wife of yours were gone, everything would be solved, right? Then I'll take over and do something about it. Come on, you're not listening to me at all. Don't do anything to make it worse. Just hurry up and become independent. I'd love to take care of you in your old age, but honestly, we've got our hands full with just our own lives right now. To be honest, it's a pain in the ass for you to stay with us forever. This is a very brainwashed person. Just hold on while your mother saves you. I'd do anything for my dearly beloved son. Oh, God. For God's sake, Mom, you are the one who should wake up and realize the situation. Hey, where are you right now? Where? I'm out right now. What can I do for you? Well, what is this? I see a lot of cardboard boxes. The contents of these cardboard boxes are all your stuff. I'm going to get rid of all these boxes now. If all this stuff is gone, the house will be so much nicer. Huh? Why are you doing that? Because if you leave this house, I won't have to worry about living expenses, right? I'm the only one who will need to be provided for. You're a useless wife who only wants money, so get the hell out of the house. You are getting divorced, you useless wife, a freeloader and someone who doesn't know her place in life. Thank you for packing. It saved me a lot of trouble. What? Packing? Did you mean you were going to move out of the house yourself? Yes, I was. You can take a hint once in a while, can't you? You finally realized that you are a nuisance to our family. Well then, before that, get this garbage together and get out of here. I'm leaving, but you guys better pack your bags. I'm sure you guys will have to leave that house too. Huh? What are you talking about? Of course not. Don't say crazy things just because you're frustrated that you're the only one who's getting kicked out. Are you just a sore loser at the end of the day? How pathetic. It's true. You are such a horrible person. I won't help you if you get into trouble. What? What do you mean? Actually, Grant and I just got divorced yesterday. Divorced from Grant? Seriously? That's great. I knew he would leave you because you were a bad wife, right? It seems like Grant has finally gotten over his wife's brainwashing and is now a sane person. Brainwashing? I don't really know what you're talking about. It's more like I gave up on him and confronted him with the divorce. You're talking big for a bad wife. No, you don't know why I decided to divorce him, do you? What reason is that? The reason is that Grant quit his job 6 months ago. Huh? Grant had quit his job? So you're saying he's unemployed now? Then you are freeloader and Grant is unemployed? So how can you make a living? Don't tell me you are in debt or something. I am not a freeloader. I've been using the money I earned from my novelist job to cover our usual living expenses and so on. Incidentally, I was also paying the allowance and living expenses for you, not Grant. Oh, is that so? You are always at home, so I thought you were a freeloader. Faith, if you're working, why didn't you tell me? I did, but you wouldn't believe me, calling it a lie and saying I was being vain. I'm not a very successful novelist myself, and to be honest, it was hard for me, but I was putting up with you because you were my husband's mother, and I thought it couldn't be helped. But I was running out of patience with that too. Why? Because I found out that Grant was having an affair. Also, I couldn't stand your attitude anymore, so I decided to divorce him. From here on, you'll have to work together as an unemployed parent and child. Wait a minute! My stupid son did a bad thing. From now on, I'll do whatever you say. Just don't ask me to leave. You were telling me to leave just a minute ago. What's wrong with you? You even went to the trouble of packing, didn't you? It seems I'm a distraction to both of you, so I'll leave as you wish. No! It's just that I won't forgive you now just because you've changed your mind. You will not be able to pay the rent without an income, and I'm sure you will be evicted from the house sooner or later. I suggest you to find a job as soon as possible. Hey, please! I apologize for everything I've done, but please come back home. I hate working, so please come back to the house. I can do anything but work, but I'll help you. I won't sell your clothes without your permission anymore. A small allowance is fine. There's no way I can do that. I won't go back because I don't want to see you guys ever again. So take care. Goodbye. Wait! Don't abandon us. I'll tell Grant to be well behaved, so please come back. After that, I had the movers move all of my belongings that Chloe had packed up, and I moved from the house we had been living in to my new home. At that time, Chloe desperately tried to stop me, but I ignored her and left the house. I then demanded money from Chloe for the clothes she had sold without my permission, and alimony from my ex-husband for having an affair. As a result, both my ex-husband and Chloe were in debt, and neither of them had any income. They were unable to pay the rent on the house they were living in and were evicted. Although my ex-husband was able to go to his lover's house, Chloe had nowhere to go since her ex-husband had abandoned her, and she is now living a homeless life. Her parents were furious with her and kicked her out because she had been living a deadbeat life at their home without a job. She is unable to return to her parents' house and lives at bus stops, in parks, and under the bridges. Hey Emma, can I talk to you for a second? What are you doing now? What's up, Holly? I'm at work. If it's not urgent, I'd like to talk later. It's not urgent, but I thought I'd tell you something. What is it? I'm going for a trip to Mexico with your credit card. What? What are you talking about? I went to your house yesterday, right? Yes. I found your wallet there, so I nabbed the card. I'm going to Mexico now, so I'm just telling you. I don't have my wallet with me right now, so I can't check. But is this true? Yes! If so, what you're doing is stealing. What the hell do you think you're doing, happily reporting a crime? You don't get it, do you? I'm just borrowing it for a while. It's not strange for a family to lend and borrow credit cards. Even with family, it's clearly not right. It's unacceptable to just pull something out of someone's wallet without telling them. Why would you do that? Because I don't like you. Don't like me? You are so nice to me. That was because your brother Rick was watching. I really don't like you so much that I don't want anything to do with you. So I thought I'd go all out using your credit card. LOL. I'm a genius if I do say so myself. LOL. Why would you go that far? I can't stand your face, your voice, your gestures. You get on my nerves because you're still in your 20s and you annoy me. You're stealing people's credit cards and abusing them because of that? You gotta stop that. What's wrong with using the card of someone I hate so much? You have to take advantage of people you don't like as much as you can. Besides, if it's a sister-in-law and younger sister-in-law, it's only natural that the bigger sister-in-law uses the younger sister-in-law's credit card. It's only natural in terms of hierarchy. That's terrible. I mean, it's your fault for leaving your wallet around, isn't it? I didn't think my sister-in-law would steal it. You're an idiot for trusting people so easily. All I can say is that you got what you deserved. You have a creepy face and voice, and it really doesn't help that you're so scruffy-headed. Oh, come on. Well, that's why I'm going to enjoy Mexico with your credit card. It's unforgivable for you to use someone's credit card. I'm gonna cancel it right now. What? If you suspend the card, I'll screw you. Screw me? Yeah, I'll tell my parents that you're having an affair. I'll do some Photoshop editing on some pics as proof. I'll also tell them that my sister-in-law is a bully and I don't know how to deal with her. Stop it. Then you should just shut up and let me use your credit card. Then I'll tell Rick. If you do that, I'll buy luxury products with this credit card right now. Threatening people is really disgusting. But I can't make this trip without using your card. What do you mean? Holly, you have your own card, right? I'm going to Mexico with my boyfriend. Boyfriend? But you're married. Yeah, so what? That's adultery, isn't it? That's why it's not good if my husband finds out, right? Your credit card wouldn't leave any evidence, would it? In case you're wondering, I'm planning to pay for my boyfriend too. That's so bad. You betrayed my brother. I'm not betraying him. I'm just keeping it a secret. I told him today that it's a business trip. That's called betrayal. Oh, shut up! Can't you think of what would happen if your family found out that not only are you using my credit card, but that you are having an affair? I can't believe you can do this and be okay with it. My family is also insensitive anyway. They wouldn't even notice, as long as you don't say anything. What? Do you know what would happen if you told my parents and husband? You won't believe how bad I would screw with you. There you go, threatening people like that again. Oh, well, anyway, I'll make an exception and buy you a souvenir. With your credit card, of course. You can't just buy whatever you want with someone's credit card. But I already bought the airline tickets. You have to pay me later for what you spent. Who would do that? What's the point of taking your credit card if I'm going to pay later anyway? It's almost time to meet my boyfriend, so goodbye. Wait. Carson, where are you? Are you almost at the airport?
Just one more stop.
Okay, I'll be waiting for you.
Sorry for it's taking so long. I couldn't get out of the house because the kids were whining before I left.
Oh, is that so? It's tough when you have kids.
They're cute, but it's a hard work to take care of them. It's so hard when it happens on the day of an important trip.
Well, we have plenty of time to catch our flight, so take your time.
Thanks. I've got a few more things I need to go over with you.
What is it?
Are you sure you are going to pay all the expenses for this trip? You told me before, but since it's an overseas trip and it costs a lot of money, I wasn't sure if you were really going to be able to handle it.
Of course, I'll be fine. You always pay for my hotel and meals, don't you, Carson? This is my way of thanking you.
I appreciate that, but won't your husband find out? It's going to be expensive. That's all I'm worried about.
Don't worry. I've got a few things in place so he won't find out.
So he won't find out?
Yeah, I have a little help on this trip.
That's reassuring. Then we can enjoy Mexico without worrying about it.
How about you? Won't your wife find out? My plan was that we can have fun in Mexico as much as we want and return home when we get tired of it, right?
Yeah, we're gonna both enjoy our paid vacation together, right?
Yeah, it's a longer trip than usual. Are you sure that your wife won't find out?
That's no problem. I've told her that I don't know when I'll be able to come back because I can't come back until my customer says I can. I'm fine with using all my paid time off to have fun.
That's a super good excuse, isn't it?
Right?
You're a sales manager at a big company, aren't you?
I'm just thankful for my situation that makes it easy for me to date you.
I'm in sales too, so I get to see you as much as I want.
Well, that and the fact that my wife is a bit of a dimwit and will never find out about the affair. She sent me off with a sleepy face and said, "Good luck on your business trip." She didn't even know where I was really going.
Just like my husband.
It's a good thing we both have dumb spouses.
That's true.
Anyway, where are we going to go when we get to Mexico?
Let's go to the hotel and drop off our luggage first. Then we can go take our time sightseeing.
You're right. We've got a lot of luggage. What kind of hotel did you book?
I couldn't get a very good hotel because of the short notice, but the reviews are good for the price.
That's exciting.
We'll be in Mexico for about a week, so if we find a better hotel, we can switch.
That sounds great. But are you sure about the money?
Don't worry about the money. I'll take care of everything.
That's great. I have a credit card, but I've spent too much this month and I'm almost maxed out. That's why I was so happy when you said that you were going to pay for a trip to Mexico.
That's because we went on so many dates this month, right? You bought all those things for me.
My wife took the kids and went home to her parents. How could I miss such a great opportunity?
I was so happy to finally be able to go to your house. I hope your wife goes back home again next month.
I really hope so too. Well, even if she doesn't go back to her parents' house, we can still have a date at a hotel with the excuse that I'm on a business trip or working.
It's really great. I'm so glad I'm in sales, and it helps that my family are a bunch of idiots.
Oh, I've arrived at the airport. I'm on my way to meet you now.
Great. Let's have a nice trip, handsome.
Okay.
Hola, amigo. I arrived in Mexico a little while ago and I'm enjoying it to the fullest. LOL. I've always wanted to come to Mexico. I'm glad your credit card got me here. LOL. I enjoyed Mexican food with your credit card right off the bat. Since it was your money anyway, I went to the most expensive restaurant and ordered some fancy drinks, and my boyfriend thanked me for it. There are so many souvenirs I wanted, so I'll just buy a bunch. Since I feel bad for you, I might even ask for your souvenir preferences. Haha. Your credit card is working great for this trip. Of course, if you stop your card while I'm here, I'm not going to let you get away with it. Don't do anything until I get back, okay? That card is maxed out. What? What do you mean it's maxed out? Don't tell me you've been wasting all your money. I don't usually use credit cards. Then why is it maxed out? Don't talk nonsense. That credit card is not mine. Huh? Whose credit card is it then? My son's credit card. You mean your college freshman son? Yes. You're kidding! I stole it from a wallet in your house. What's your son's wallet doing in your house where you live alone? My son was there shortly before you came. He left his wallet at home, and he figured it out today. Noticing today? Isn't that quite late? If he didn't have his wallet, he should have noticed it right away. In this day and age, we can live with our smartphones, so that's why he didn't notice quickly. There are all kinds of electronic payments and such. My son hardly seems to use credit cards or cash. What's with that tone of voice? You make it sound like I'm someone who isn't up with the times. I didn't say that. What do you mean it's maxed out? He's a college student living part-time with a small salary, so they set his credit limit of $1,000. What? So you can't use that card much. From your extravagant spending earlier, I guess you've already reached the limit. Nope, I haven't reached the limit yet. Even if you say you can't spend much, you still have $1,000 credit limit, right? He must not have used that much, so I still have some left. I'm upset that I won't be able to enjoy Mexico, but if I can't use your credit card, I'll have to leave. I need to book my return ticket now. My son said he made some purchases online this month, so you can't use the full $1,000. No way! I think he bought a video game console and some groceries. But I can at least buy a return ticket. I mean, if I can't, I'm in trouble. When I checked, I found that you had just eaten Mexican food and the limit was almost gone. The remaining limit is only for $1.01, and if you want to buy more than that, it won't go through with that credit card. Oh no! Then how am I supposed to get home? Why don't you just use your own credit card? I've brought someone else's credit card, so why would I bring mine? You're such an idiot that you don't even know that. Which one of us is the idiot? Why don't you just use the credit card of the guy you're with and go home? He said he is pretty close to his limit. You're stuck. So you're going to live homeless in Mexico? You've got to be kidding me. I mean, this whole story about the credit card being your son's and everything is a lie, isn't it? No, it's all true. Of course it's a story you made up to get me to leave. I'm going to try it now and use it for shopping. What am I going to do? I couldn't use the credit card. I couldn't even buy a cheap drink. I told you so. Do something about it. I know. Call the credit card company and raise the limit. Why should I do that? More importantly, you used someone's son's credit card, so I'm going to talk to the police. The police? Of course. My son's credit card was used illegally, and as a parent, I can't just sit back and let it happen. Rick is furious too. You told Rick? That's right. A college student was the victim. Normally, you should tell the parent. That would most likely tip off my parents. I've already told them. My parents and the in-laws know that you're doing some nasty things. Oh no, I don't want to go back. Do you mean you can't go back? If you're saying that, then send me money. You can do it right now with your phone, right? Send it to me now for the airline tickets for me and my boyfriend. No, I don't want to help the criminals who misused my son's credit card. Please, I'm serious. I feel bad, and I'll pay you back the money I spent on the credit card. I will get down on my knees to your family as soon as I get back home. You should get down on your knees not only to my family but also to my brother-in-law. I'm sure he's even angrier than we are. Don't tell me! My husband knows about this! Of course, that's what your parents said. Gosh, what am I gonna do now? In the meantime, please find a way to come back to America. I'm going back to hell! After that, my sister-in-law had a fight with her lover about not being able to go back to America, and they had a breakup in Mexico. She thought it would be dangerous to leave each other in an unknown place, so they stayed together until they arrived in America. Then, after thinking about how to return, they put their pride aside and told their colleagues at their places of work that they could not return from Mexico. They asked them to buy airline tickets for them. She managed to return to America, but my parents-in-law, my parents, and my brother-in-law were furious and told her off as soon as she arrived in America. My brother-in-law demanded alimony from her and her adulterous partner Carson on the spot. In addition, my sister-in-law was arrested by the police and charged for the money she spent on my son's credit card. Carson's wife also demanded alimony from him, so he was in debt. At work, people started to talk behind his back because he borrowed money from a junior colleague. He was also accused of being involved in trouble with the police, so he was demoted and is now working only to pay off his debts. Hey Eric, what's with the credit card bill this month? It's over $1,000. What did you spend all this money on?
Oh, it was an event last month. I made some purchases when I was playing online games.
Is it another smartphone game?
It was the 3rd anniversary event, and the team members worked pretty hard.
Yeah, but $1,000 in 1 month is a lot.
I'm the team leader, remember? The leader has to invest the most and work hard. It's all about the morale of the members. You're not belittling me just because it's a game, are you? There are people who are professional gamers. There are people who devote their lives to gaming.
But you're not a professional gamer. I won't stop you from playing games as a hobby, but you have to think about your family too.
I do think about my family. That's why I'm working, right?
Even if you're working, being charged $1,000 a month puts us in the red. If you spend most of your paycheck on games, we can't live.
This is an important time for the team. We're getting better rankings.
I don't know anything about that.
You wouldn't understand. It's not easy being in charge of people.
Being in charge of people? It's a game, right? You don't even get a penny for that. If you want to be in charge of others, you should get a promotion at work.
You think it's just a game, right? You're old-fashioned, aren't you? Society exists even in games. Sooner or later, many people will live in a fictional world, right?
Yes, whatever. That's what a random guy said. Believe it or not, it's up to you. But we live in the real world now.
If you keep talking like that, you're going to be the only one left behind from the latest trend.
I'm living in the real world. You're saying eventually that we'll all be living in the imaginary world. But when is that gonna happen? 10 years from now? 20 years from now? Until then, we have to survive in the real world, right?
That's a difference in values.
I'm talking about cutting down on spending money on games, okay? I'm not talking about values. I mean, it's a fact that we have to eat to survive, regardless of values.
You play games too, don't you?
I play them without paying.
But you bought a Switch last month.
For 1/5 of what you spent last month, I can play for years.
It's still the same. You're spending money on games.
I told you, I'm not telling you not to spend any money at all. But really, this time is too much. I'm just saying, if you spend $1,000 a month, we can't live. So please, cut back.
It's okay once in a while.
So you won't spend anything this month, right?
I'll limit it to $500.
Exactly how much money is this game going to cost?
Listen, I can't screw it up for everyone on the team because of my personal reason. If they find out the leader doesn't have any money, everyone on the team might leave.
What? Are you playing a game to see how much money you can contribute to produce pop stars? I'm going to make you number one at all costs. Is it that kind of a game?
Don't make fun of me. It's a full-fledged brain game that emphasizes strategy, where you make strategies with your friends and fight against rivals. It's an intellectual game, just like chess. You wouldn't understand.
Then why don't you use your brains instead of your money?
That's the problem with amateurs. If you don't spend money to get rare and strong weapons, you can't fight in the first place. It's a problem that comes before strategic gameplay.
What's strategic about it? In the end, you're just hitting each other with a mountain of cash.
That's something you should never say to a smartphone gamer. The production company can't run a game if no one is paying for it. We, the users, are allowed to play the game, and we give back to the management by paying for the costs. If you don't understand that, then don't talk about smartphone games.
I'm not talking about them. Anyway, you should limit your spending to $100 a month. I can't save any money if you keep doing this.
We're making a living, so why not?
What if we have kids? We need to save for the future.
Then we won't have kids for a while. I want to concentrate on my game now.
It's not what I was trying to explain to you. I'm almost 30, remember? Raising kids requires energy, so I want to have kids while I'm still young.
Anyway, right now, my priority is the game. You know how many of my friends are depending on me? If I, as the leader, show that I'm serious by paying the costs, the members will pay too. That's how the team gets stronger and stronger.
You put the game before me?
I never thought I'd hear those words come out of your mouth. Before, when we were watching a drama, whenever a woman say, "What's more important, me or your job?" you used to say, "No way."
There's a difference between work and games.
There's no difference. I'd rather be in the game than in the office because my team members need me more.
That's self-deprecating, right? You can't be serious, can you?
Which part of that is self-deprecating? Of course I'm serious. I'm the team leader that the members depend on. At the company, I'm just a worker for an incompetent boss. And he yells at me for the slightest thing at the drop of a hat. He doesn't know what I'm really capable of. Everyone in my workplace underestimate me. On the other hand, the smartphone game is based on the results. That's why I'm accepted.
I don't get it at all.
Oh, I'm going to take about 3 days of paid leave next week.
Huh? Next week? What's going on?
Geez, you seriously don't know anything? I have a big event next week. As a leader, I absolutely have to be there. This is no time for work.
Huh? Don't tell me you're going to miss work for a game? And for 3 days?
I'm more fulfilled playing games than having a boring job.
Don't you want to make an effort to enrich your real life?
If you have a problem with that, why don't you do it too? I made you an account before, didn't I?
Oh, you were messing around with my phone without my permission, saying something about a friend referral bonus. I haven't logged in since then.
You should try it. You'll see how good it is. Oh, and don't come to my team. We don't accept newbies.
I don't think so. Not interested.
Then don't complain.
I don't know anymore. Do what you want.
Hey, why don't we get a divorce?
What? If it's about the game, I haven't said anything, right? What's with a divorce all of a sudden?
We never talk at home, and we have no sex life either, right? That's more than enough reason to get a divorce.
It's because you're playing games all the time, isn't it? You don't answer when I talk to you. At night, you don't let go of your phone until you fall asleep.
It's all your fault. I've been playing games because you're cold.
I don't think so. If there was something wrong, I'd make it better, yeah? So there's no reason to mention divorce out of the blue.
I'm at my wit's end. I can't live with you. No matter what your excuses are, I've made up my mind that we're definitely getting a divorce.
We're gonna have a problem if you just make up your mind all alone. Give me a rational reason.
I told you, because you're cold.
Which part? What is it about my behavior that's cold?
If you don't even know, so there's no point talking about that.
That's not going to convince me. I mean, personally, I think you've been colder to me lately. You ignore me when I talk to you. You don't even look at me.
Please, just stop it and divorce me.
Don't try to push me away. I just don't get it. What's going on? Tell me the truth.
I'm in love with somebody else.
What? Are you cheating on me?
I'm not cheating on you. We're not in that kind of relationship yet.
That's not what this is about, is it? If you have a wife and you like someone else, that's totally cheating. Who is it? Someone from work?
No, it's not. She started out as just another team member. It's fate. In this game, where 90% of the users are male, she's an angel. Someone I met by a miraculous chance.
Huh? You mean you had an affair in the game?
I told you I wasn't cheating.
I knew your life was being taken over by a smartphone game, but I didn't think you'd even have an affair with someone. Really, in so many ways, I can't believe.
I know, it's hard to find a good guy like me for a woman like you, but it's real. Just accept it.
No, you're just trying to make yourself look better. I mean, don't just casually insult me with a woman like you.
Because you are always complaining. You're so old-fashioned and condescending about games that you don't even seem like a modern person. We have very different values, don't we? And you expect us to stay married?
It's so sudden. I can't think straight.
You see, you're so stubborn, you haven't caught up with the latest trends. I can't stay with a wife like this anymore. I can't lie about how I feel.
You're terrible. This is just too much.
It's okay. We can do this together, okay? Let's get through this hard time together.
What's with that line? Is this what you call a game brain? I'm taken aback. What do you mean, the two of us? You're just going on by yourself.
See? That's what I'm talking about. This is what I call a difference in values. We really do see the world differently.
What are you saying we should do now?
So, divorce is the only way, right? I've already filled out my part of the form. You file it.
Wait a minute. Let's talk about it, okay?
I'm not gonna change my mind.
I'm not agreeing to a divorce.
Anyway, I'm not coming home.
Wait.
Is this Eric's wife?
Yeah, who are you?
I'm Eric's financier.
What? Are you a baker or something?
Sorry, I'm his fiancée. Kitty's so clumsy.
If this is a prank, I'll block you, but...
Oh my god, you are so dull, aren't you? Haven't you heard anything from Eric?
Could it be that you are the one Eric likes? How do you know my ID?
You linked your ID in the game. It was easy to find out. The only friend of Eric's who had a low level was his wife.
Can you get other people's ID from there? That's creepy. I'm deleting my account.
I don't want to talk about that.
What do you want?
Please divorce Eric as soon as possible. His heart belongs to me now. His wife won't agree to a divorce and he is in a pickle. So I took a risk and sent this message to you.
You're being serious, right? So you call yourself Kitty? Can you stop acting like some sort of nerdy character? I don't get it at all.
What are you talking about, character? This is just me as I am. Is it really that strange for me to use Kitty as a first-person pronoun? He was right. You are a bit close-minded.
This is going nowhere.
What is it? You want money? If it's compensation, I have it ready.
So, you have that much common sense, do you?
Ha ha ha! Eric is right about this too. She's particular about money. That's why Eric had a hard time buying weapons, you know? Well, thanks to my dedicated support, we won the game.
Well then, I'll ask for a lump sum of $30,000. Then I'll file for divorce.
You're a money hound, aren't you? I'll transfer the money tomorrow. Please file for divorce as soon as possible. Melanie, I've been thinking about it a lot.
What?
I think I'm coming back. After being away from you, I realized that you're the only one for me.
What are you trying to say?
Let's live together like we always have. You haven't filed a divorce yet, have you?
I did last week. I filed the divorce papers.
What? You're kidding, right? You said you didn't agree to a divorce.
Are you kidding? It's finalized, so you and I are unrelated now.
Then let's remarry. Let's be husband and wife again and start over.
I'm afraid that's impossible.
It's not impossible. We can still start over. We're a couple. A piece of paper like divorce documents can't tear us apart because we are bound by the bond of love.
Bond of love? That's gross. Is that part of the game? If you have a problem with the legal system, why don't you go to the courthouse and demonstrate?
I'm not joking. You are the only person I love, Melanie.
What? I thought it was Kitty.
How did you know? How did you know?
Kitty is Nick, right? I never thought I'd lose my husband to a man. I was so surprised.
You know that much? I was tricked.
I didn't know that you were gay. That's why you couldn't stay married to me. That explains why you said you didn't want to have kids. I'm not prejudiced against homosexuality. You didn't have to hide it. I'll support your love, Eric.
You've got to be kidding. I'm not into that kind of thing. He pretended to be a woman. I was deceived. I'm the victim.
Huh? What are you talking about? You just misunderstood, didn't you? Nick was serious, okay? What's with that kind of thing?
What the hell? Whose side are you on?
Nick makes more sense than you do. A week ago, I got a call from Nick. I was pissed off at first.
Huh? I didn't hear about that.
He paid me $30,000 in one lump sum to be with you. I didn't think he'd actually pay it, so I was surprised. I called him again and asked him about it.
Compensation? I didn't know anything about that. And what did you hear?
You hadn't met Nick yet, had you?
He told me that if he meets you before the divorce, it would be considered as cheating. We communicated only through chatting and games.
I mean, promising to marry someone without ever meeting in person is unbelievable in the first place.
We were on a team together for over a year. We had a deep bond, and he betrayed me.
You're the one who betrayed me, aren't you? You betrayed me, and you betrayed Nick.
He lied about his gender. It was fraud. I'm the victim here, no matter what you think.
He didn't lie, did he? He tried to tell you about his gender, but you said you would accept him as he was, didn't you? He said he was happy to hear you say that.
Well, because just from the photos, I couldn't possibly think he was a man.
You really are an asshole, aren't you? Nick was serious about you, but you are saying that you were cheated and that you are the victim?
Why are you taking his side? He's the one who tricked your husband. As a wife, you're supposed to be on my side, right?
I'm not your wife anymore. Besides, Nick is a much more decent person than you.
He's not decent, that faggot.
How can you call someone who loves you a faggot? You're the one who said I'm old-fashioned, but I'm not the one who's retarded.
Look, I'm a victim of deception. Hey, I'm coming home now.
There is no place for you to come back to.
Don't say that. I'm coming home anyway.
I won't unlock the door when you get back. By the way, I already changed the locks.
Don't say that. I don't have anywhere to go. I was going to live with him. I can't spend the night.
Why don't you just go live with him? I heard he even signed the contract for a new house for you. Nick was really looking forward to living with you.
I can't live with a guy. There's no way.
I can't live with you either.
Besides, I quit my job. He said he was running a company and making a lot of money. He told me I could stay home and play video games all the time, so I quit my job as soon as I could.
I heard he makes a lot of money in web marketing. I'm in the same business as him, so I know his company. I mean, you're not a full-time stay-at-home husband and you just play games? Do you know how much Nick is in love with you? He's prepared to support a freeloader. He's serious, isn't he? It's great that he loves you so much. You don't have to take paid vacation anymore. You can play games as much as you want.
How great is that? My life is ruined because of him.
You deserve everything you get. Do something about it yourself.
Please, help me.
I don't owe you anything. Don't ever let me see your face again.
We're married, aren't we? Let's help each other.
I told you, we're not husband and wife anymore. I wish you and Nick all the best.
Don't give up on me. I'm the victim here. Don't you feel sorry for me? Please help me.
Poor you. I think you're wrong. Congratulations on living the life you wanted, playing all the games you want. I don't think that you had any physical relations yet, so I won't charge you alimony. But I'm going to charge you for the money you spent from our savings on gaming, okay? I calculated it, and it's over $20,000.
I don't have that kind of money. If we live together again, it won't be a problem, right? I know. Let's have a baby, yeah? I thought you said you wanted to have kids soon.
The idea of having a baby with you makes me want to vomit. I'm really glad we never had kids. You're the one who disrespected me by calling me uncharming and stubborn. I don't want to be with someone like that for even 1 second, let alone have a baby.
Hey, please, at least lend me some money. I'm broke. I know you got compensation from him, didn't you? I'm the one who brought in the money, so you can give it to me, right?
Too bad. If it's about the compensation, I gave it back. I felt sorry for him. He transferred the money in one lump sum right away, and I felt he was sincere.
Why are you being so merciful to that guy? Be merciful to me too. Please, just a little bit. I have sincerity too. I'm asking you with complete sincerity.
I don't feel sorry for you. I'm not going to charge you for the money you spent. Since Nick said he'll take care of you, you'd better move in with him. I'll go through a lawyer for the rest. I'll block you now. Goodbye.
I won't play games anymore. Please, forgive me. Hey, Melanie, forgive me.
After that, Eric had no choice but to go back to his parents' house. His parents found out everything and disowned him. He also said some pretty terrible things to Nick and was sued by him. Eric has repeatedly asked me to get back together with him, but I have ignored all of his requests. Eric has now managed to find a live-in job and works day and night without time to play games. He has been paying me back in installments, but I don't know how many more years it will take him to pay it off. Meanwhile, I was headhunted by Nick's company, with whom I have been in contact from time to time because of all this matters. It's funny how things work out, but I'm enjoying my job with much better benefits than before.
Ashley! Hello! Hello, sis. It's been a long time. What's up? Nothing much. I just wanted to see how you're doing. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. How are your parents doing? They're doing good too. Actually, they are on vacation now. Wow, that's so nice. I heard that they love traveling. Do they travel regularly? Yeah, once every 2 months. That's good. How's your family doing? We're doing good too. Kenny loves to go out and play. He's at a playful age, you know. I see. I'm glad to hear that. I miss you both. We miss you too. Oh, I was thinking about visiting you next month. I'll bring Kenny with me. Sure, I'll let my parents know too. Thanks. See you soon. Hello, Ashley. Are you free tomorrow? I'm thinking about visiting you tomorrow. Hello, sis. Sure, I can't wait to see you too. Actually, I have a favor to ask you too. Oh yeah? What is it? I was thinking about getting there by car, but I'm having trouble with my car today. Oh no. So, can you pick us up at the station? I'll probably be there around 9 a.m. Sure, I'll pick you up then. Thank you. I'm sorry for asking you so last minute. No, it's fine. I'm happy to do it. Don't worry so much, okay? You're right. You don't work, so I'm sure you're free. You should at least pick me up, not just laze around at home. What? Excuse me? I heard that you're at home all the time, right? Yes, but it doesn't mean I'm not working. It's just my day off tomorrow, so I can pick you up. Oh, really? You're talking like you have a full-time job. You just work a part-time job, right? No. I don't work part-time. I told you about it before. You can ask my brother about it. Steven? Yes, he knows about my work. I can't trust him about this. I know he loves you so much, so he won't tell me the truth. He will defend you because it's embarrassing to have a part-time job at your age. No, that's not true. I don't have any siblings, so I don't know the normal relationship with brothers. But I feel like he's too sweet to you. I don't think so. Whatever. Well, please pick me up tomorrow. Okay, I'll do that. Well, good night. Ashley, thank you for taking me home today. No, it's okay. You had a lot of stuff to carry because of my mom. It must have been hard to take home with a kid. I just did what I had to do. That's fine. Besides, I didn't get to see you and Kenny that much. I'm sorry, that's the least I could do. I wasn't able to play with Kenny that much too. that's okay. Kenny had a good time with his grandma and grandpa. I was able to have good times too. I'm glad to hear that. But it's a really big house, isn't it? Kenny had a lot of fun. Yeah, I heard Kenny running around the house. I was so happy to see how happy a kid he is. Oh, I didn't know you were home. You don't show your face often. I thought you were away working part-time. I'm sorry I've been stuck at work. I've been in my room all day. I heard you've been on the computer all day. Your mother was worried. She said you just keep yourself in the room and don't go out to work. Did Mom say that? Yeah, she did. I already told her about my job. I guess the old people still don't get my job. She even said you should leave the house. What? Leave? Me? Hello? Who else is there but you? Your mother hates it when you stay at home like that. I understand that feeling. It's depressing. I'm not just staying home and doing nothing. I work from home. But that's what your mother said, not what I said. Okay. You know, we went to visit you for a purpose. Purpose? Your mother said she wanted you to leave. We agreed on something and it went smoothly. What are you talking about? Well, you weren't there. We're moving there. Near my parents' house? No, we are moving into your parents' house. What? Mom didn't tell me that. Moving in here sounds very sudden. I know it sounds sudden to you, but we were thinking about it for a while. She doesn't want you to be in the house all the time, so she's been thinking about it. She said it was hard for her to tell you, so I decided I'd tell you. But even if you move into my parents' house, there's no room. That's why I want you to leave the house. We'll take your room. You have 2 rooms, right? Yeah, but how could you use 2 rooms when you are being like that? When you move out, we'll have a room for us and a kid. Each room is pretty huge, too. Wait a minute. Please don't decide on your own. Your mother decided this. She was so excited when she heard we're gonna live in. I was actually surprised how she was so pushy about this idea. She said, I'll be so grateful if we can get rid of the lazy daughter and live with my lovely grandkid. Does my brother know about this? Of course! He was thinking of moving back to his parents' house too. We just decided to move in earlier than we expected. The whole family wants you to leave. Get it? So, at the end of next month, the contract for our place will expire. I think it's perfect timing for us, you know. So, we'll move there at the end of next month. Please get ready to move out, Ashley. So, that is how my sister-in-law and parents tried to kick me out of the house. I can't believe that even my brother is supportive of this plan. I just realized that they didn't mention my dad, so I decided to talk to him that night. Then, he told me a shocking story. Hello, Ashley. Are you ready to leave? Hey, sis. Yes, I'm ready. You can come here anytime. Oh, okay. I'll be there tomorrow at noon. Sure. I've already left the house. I've already cleared my room, so feel free to use it. Is that so? Okay. By the way, you're coming to help me tomorrow, right? Sorry, I can't help you. I have to work. Oh, so you got a job. I think when you are on your own, you put a lot of effort into job hunting. I guess it takes that long to get a job for a sloppy, lazy daughter. It's good to hear that you're on your own. Well, good luck with that. Yes, thank you very much. Just remember, there's no place for you to come back to anymore. Ashley, please pick up the phone. Sorry, I was working. Is there anything wrong? Why are the most of the appliances gone? What did you do? Oh, that was mine. What? Why? If you moved, why don't you just buy new ones? Because I bought it and I'll use it in my new place. How can you buy it when you're a lazy part-timer? How dare you steal my appliances? I've told you many times that I have a real job. I was excited to use those new appliances. Well, recently most of the old appliances started not functioning. It's an unexpected expense, but the newest appliances are fun and make housework worthwhile. Why don't you buy the new appliances too? Since you've just moved to start a new life, I think it's a good idea to buy all new things, don't you? What about the car? You took the car too? The car is mine, so of course I brought it. What? I'll be in big trouble then. Well, it's the countryside, but my brother has a car too. I got rid of that old car. That car is so slow and old. I didn't need that car. Is that so? It's hard to live without a car in the countryside. My parents' house is quite far from the city, and even going to the supermarket is difficult without a car. If you don't have a car, you have to buy it again, don't you? Do you think it's that easy to get a new car? What have you done? Also, I don't know why your father is not here. Oh, don't worry. Dad is with me. Huh? What do you mean? They got divorced. You didn't know that? Your mother never told me that. Besides, Stephen didn't even know about it. I guess she didn't tell anyone, but I thought she told you about it. Mom and you seem to get along well. Well, I guess it's a problem between them, so I guess we can't say anything. I know, but I can't believe she didn't tell you about it. You're living together now. I guess she didn't want to tell you because of the circumstances. What do you mean by circumstances? Why did they get divorced in the first place? When I told Dad about you and Steve moving into the house, he told me that he was thinking of getting a divorce. The reason was that Mom had been spending the family savings without telling him. Spending family savings? Yes, that's why he decided to get a divorce. Really? The stuff that Mom was buying for Kenny, she paid for it all out of the family savings. Is that so? Your mother didn't buy them with her own money? Mom told Dad it was from her own money. When Dad needed money, he checked the bank account, and he found the family savings was less than half. It's not a big deal, you know. He was not mad about spending money on Kenny, but he can't forgive her for keeping it a secret. I can't believe he divorced her because of that. Well, it's not only that, because Mom loves to go shopping. I don't know if she's a stress or what, but sometimes she buys ridiculous amount of clothes and stuff. She used the family savings without telling him before. She promised not to do it again and said he'd divorce her if she ever did it again. Oh, I see. So, Dad and I got out of the house together. His company is close to the new house, too. Oh no! I can't believe it! You should come back! Huh? What are you talking about? You're the one who kicked me out, right? I apologize for that! So, come back! We can't live on Steven's income alone! I'm sure you'll be fine. My brother's paid well, too. It's just not enough! Oh, my brother said that you have debt. So that's why you decided to move in to get support. Am I right? Yes, that's why your father should come back now. Or you. I need someone with an income. I'm just a lazy part-timer. Maybe you're better off without me. But you got a real job now, didn't you? I mean, I've been working for a while now. Well, it'll add up to a little something. I think I make more than my brother makes. Actually, I live off the royalties. Royalties? What? What do you mean? You used to work part-time, didn't you? I am a novelist, but I'm not obligated to take on your debt. And it was you who kicked me out. You should have told me from the beginning. I told you that I have a real job, but it was you who assumed and looked down on me. You should blame yourself, not me. Hey, if you get paid more than Steven, and if you're single, you have a lot of savings, right? Can you come back? I can't come back. I'm comfortable living with Dad, and I love my new place. And I'm making better progress with my writing in my new environment. No, please, come back! Why don't you stop relying on others and start working? If you are like that as a mother, I feel sorry for Kenny. Well then, please do your best to make a living. Oh no! Please help me! After my parents divorced, the house was given to my mom and the savings were given to my dad. Mom kept quiet about the divorce to my brother because she didn't want to get abandoned by him. My sister-in-law is now living with a woman who is in debt and loves to splurge. Even with my well-paid brother's income, it was hard to make ends meet. After all, Faye started working as a part-timer. I'm glad it finally turned out like this. Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.